We have the 3-year-olds to talk about right now at the stable. First one is Allure. Yes, I tipped her over. It was just a lot of things that compounded at one point in the mile. Track down along the rail in this turn in particular at the 5/8 pole is real seedy and sandy that time of night. And just the races chew it up real easy. And it doesn't knit well together, but I know that going into the race. The front end was coming back to me, and I had to double her up and get up tight to the horse in front of her, and she ended up making a break. If the front end is advancing, even in a 30-second clip, we're fine. You know, I could have probably got her through that deeper part. I just didn't want to move her. I didn't want to move her because I didn't know how good she'd be. I think we might sneak her over to the Meadows next week, and she is definitely sitting on a good mile, that's for sure, from what I can see. Arrowhead Hanover finally in to go in Philadelphia, but now you're looking at a month off, right? So I don't know how he's going to race this week. We'll see how Mr. Munson does with him. Blue Ventura will be back in to go this week, I believe. I didn't see him in to go, but he should be in to go this week. I'm just trying to find a spot for him. Usually that class would suit him. When you draw the outside, he certainly can't. So give us a 3, 4, 5 hole, and we'll race him and see how he races this week, and then we'll go from there. Bridge Over Broadway is jogging good now. We'll get that AST down. Probably train her up real hard on Tuesday or Wednesday. We'll see where we go with Bridge Over Broadway. Captain Incredible, poor the other day. We're going to castrate Captain Incredible. I'm not blaming his current status on his testicles, that's for sure. What I'm saying is, if he continues to scrub on those knees and get in a position where he might be a little discouraged, being a stud, they turn the corner quickly. They can be a little sour after that. I've never seen Captain Incredible sour, and I don't ever want to see Captain Incredible sour. There's never been a horse that never went through a little bit of a lull. I guess there has been a little bit of a lull. Very rare. And he isn't awesome right now. I think I could have kept up to them and been close last night had he not been into that inside knee. So I think we need to castrate him, work on his front feet, and get him to something a little more consistent. I don't mean class-wise. I just mean him. He needs to be in a more consistent manner. And all winter we were switching his shoes back and forth. I just think he's going to have to, we're going to put the full swedges on him, not tip him out for right now. And if we have to put even a set of go straights on him, we will, until we get him where he's consistent. First and foremost, let's nip this in the bud and be a little proactive so he doesn't get a little sour on us. We're going to castrate him, so he's going to need a couple of weeks anyway. Chicago Hall trained good this morning. I saw him. He'll be ready to go in a couple of weeks. Go Boom is qualifying on Wednesday. Amy will be going with Go Boom. He trained good this morning. Gorgeous Package will race next week at Northfield Park. We will watch her AST very closely. She'll be fine on Sunday. Lady Hess will race this week. The Ontario horses I'm watching very closely to see if they can fit in a consistent place. Woodmere Betch is going to race in the Niagara Series. Can she do? That's a problem in its own. When Dominic paid Woodmere Betch into the Niagara Series, it said the first leg was on the 11th, the 12th. Pretty plain, and from what I could see anyway, it seemed pretty clear to me. And then, lo and behold, they have it written for Friday. So they're going to have to allow her to scratch. I mean, you could race her Monday, Friday, I suppose. But realistically, they're going to have to allow her to scratch because on the sheet, it's pretty clear from the one he showed me anyway that it was written for the 12th. Now, I'm not really sure. I can only go by what I'm looking at. It's an easy enough fix. It'll be a Dominic fix anyway for next Friday. And when it comes to Lady Hess, same type of thing. Can we just find a consistent class for her? Melisandre will be bred. Still finalizing who we're going to breed Melisandre to next season. Memento Mori raced good here the other night. Yeah, I know, he come 31 to piece. But he tried to pull up in the last turn, the bugger. He still knows his old tricks, eh? He's ready to try 57 or so. We probably might even enter him at the Meadows next week. He didn't get in on Wednesday, first also eligible, so he might find his way to Washington, Pennsylvania for a start next week. We'll see. Nassau qualifying here again. Amy McDonald will be going with Nassau. I'm only going, now that's not true. I don't think they're going to be able to accommodate 4 trotters and a pacer in the qualifiers. I suspect she's going to go with 3 horses and I'll go with 2. I hope she's fine to go with any of the other ones. They all train good, including Nassau today. He's ready to go. Raging Hanover will race next week at the Meadows. Sparkling Volo will come out of the field mid-December, I'll bring him out of the field, start him back up. Might send him over to Ontario, actually. I like this horse a lot, Sparkling Bolo. Tally the Tab got in here Tuesday. Got the 8-hole. I'm not really sure. I suspect we'll be going forward off the car with Tally the Tab, Woodmere Betcha, and Woodmere Flojo. Flojo, I don't really know what went on last night. James's short field got rimmed. Doesn't happen very often. Just kind of sat out there, third in the outside. I don't know if there was an issue with her, an issue with equipment, or just bad timing or what. I have no idea. But again, we need to find a consistent class for Woodmere Flojo, and absolutely we need to find out what we're doing with Woodmere Betcha. We have her carded to race in the Niagara. If it is next Friday, I suspect you just call the race office, the judges, and just say, hey, this was supposed to be for the 12th. If they want to race it on the 5th, fine. We're going to need to scratch on Monday, or race her Monday back Friday if you want to, I suppose. That would be the two main options, I would suspect, for Woodmere Betcha. I'm not sure yet. We'll see what Dominic comes up with. I'll talk to him later on this weekend. But for right now, those are your 3-year-olds and your aged horses. I'll be back with your 2-year-olds quick. We can talk about the yearlings if you want. I plan on videoing these horses for you this week. I told everybody the 14th is going to be the open house. 100% for sure is going to be the open house. So I want all the horses ready to go by the 14th. I want all the horses gated this week. Any of the horses that haven't had hobbles on, I'll go with them this week. Any of the horses that aren't doing it perfect, I'll be going with all week also. But to bring you an update on all the yearlings, there's not a whole lot. The only real update was Sunday Royale, who had an OCD removed and was castrated. Our x-rays this week here in Ohio will take place. Dr. Latessa has, I think, 21 horses. And these aren't all horses. Oh my God, there's something wrong with that one and that one and that one. No, these are just want to make sure. Could you have a look at this horse? The 21 would be 25 that aren't 100% accurately perfect, in my opinion. Those are the 21 we're going to start with. We will also start, the ones that will get first billing will be the ones that are Ridgelings. If they have any OCDs, castration and OCD removal will come first, same as we did with Sunday Royale. So with that, I'm going to let you go. I'll be back with the 2-year-olds for you in just a moment. Take care.